In the year gone by, Manipur has seen it all. Widespread ethnic violence, rising insurgency, a celebrity wedding, a shocking bank robbery, and more. Even as India's northeastern border state struggles to achieve normalcy, new challenges emerge for the government. Manipur's problems are not just Manipur's, they impact India. But it is also important to understand not all issues plaguing the state are homegrown. Over the last 8 months, after ethnic violence erupted in Manipur, new challenges have come up. Amidst all this, CM N. Biren Singh has a big warning. The Manipur CM called AFSPA unwanted because it is a colonial-era law that gives security forces the powers to shoot to kill. While it aims to root out insurgents from disturbed areas, there have been widespread allegations of misuse of AFSPA by local-level commanders and troops. The former footballer who got recruited into the Border Security Force obviously wouldn't want the Armed Forces Special Powers Act to become a necessity for the state he governs. What began as violence over one community's demand for inclusion into the state's scheduled tribes list turned into a full-blown conflict. Ethnic communities turned to looting police stations to acquire weapons. Militias formed overnight, long-dormant insurgent and terrorist groups reactivated. Police and even central forces operating in Manipur are now in the direct line of fire. In fact, just since December 30th, over 11 Manipur police commandos and a BSF Jawan has been injured in gunfights with armed militias. In fact, Manipur saw a bloody new year with a string of attacks on Indian security forces. More, seemingly the latest hotspot of militant activity, saw a rocket-propelled grenade attack on a police barracks. In a separate incident, a team of Manipur police commandos was ambushed on the More-Imphal highway. It is important to note that More lies right on the India-Myanmar border and is less than 3 hours away from Manipur's capital, Imphal, by road. As of now, India and Myanmar share a very porous, largely unfenced border. Reports have emerged of New Delhi working to end the free movement regime. The FMR was a mutual agreement between India and Myanmar that allowed citizens from both sides of the border to travel up to 16 kilometers inside the other nation without a visa. India and Myanmar share a 1,643 kilometers largely unfenced border that runs across 4 states of Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh. The free movement regime was agreed between the Modi Sarkar and the Aung San Suu Kyi's now deposed government. Since the military junta came to power in Myanmar, tensions on India's eastern border have remained high. The problems in Manipur were complemented by the challenges pouring in from Myanmar refugees. Thousands of Myanmarese ethnic minorities and pro-democracy forces have fled to India after the junta's crackdown. As the situation worsens in the neighborhood, Mizoram faces a refugee challenge, while Manipur's insurgency issues have risen.
We are having some doubt of involvement of foreign mercenary from the Myanmar side. We will not succumb to this kind of threat and pressures. We will take necessary possible measures to counter such terrorists.
In the hill areas of Manipur, the controversial AFSPA was extended for 6 months in October 2023. The sweeping powers given to Indian armed forces to get the situation in Manipur is coming to an end. On the other hand, tensions continue to plague India's northeast. As of now, thousands of weapons looted from police stations during the riots and mob violence remain unaccounted for. Indian security forces have often highlighted the need to track down these sophisticated weapons to crack down on violence. Ethnic communities have accused each other of colluding with anti-national elements. But the fact is, these communities are armed. Amidst all this, green shoots of hope keep emerging, only to be trampled by yet another ambush on Jawans.